Welcome to the HONA podcast with Mike and Shal, but this isn't Shal. Who have we got here today?
Hello, audio listeners.
For anybody just listening, Morgan put her face right to the mic then.
I know, I was like, that's probably going to be really loud,
Yeah.
so sorry, audio listeners.
So obviously the podcast is usually myself and Charlotte, but today we thought we'd spice it up a little bit and have Morgan. So Morgan, introduce yourself.
So for anyone who's audio listening, you might recognise my voice, or anyone that's viewing, you should recognise me. But my name's Morgan and I am the social media executive over here at HONA, so everything that you see on socials kind of comes from me. You probably hear my voice a lot on things like Reels and TikToks and voiceovers, or you'll see my face a lot at events, but I've been with HONA coming up to 2 years. No, 2 years when this comes out.
Brilliant.
So it's been a nice journey.
Yeah, so while me and Shal are the founders of HONA, it's a massive team project, and Morgan has been one of our success stories, and I think it was really beautiful to have her on in and around her 2-year anniversary and to talk about today's subject, which she has a lot of experience in. So today's episode is going to be about how to promote your business during Mother's Day, how to increase your revenue, how to increase your online presence, and how to really capitalize on one of the most popular holiday celebrations of the year.
Yeah, for sure.
But before then, we'll do our community shout out of the week. And I thought this would be a nice one to shout out all the mummies,
all the
grandmothers, or the mums that unfortunately may be having a difficult time. This is a time which we can give a shout out to you. It is a difficult job. So any of you don't realise, I had a baby. She is now 2.
Oh, little Billy.
Yeah. And I think the nail industry is a fantastic and amazing place for any mum. It has the flexibility. It has the opportunity for you to work from home. It has the opportunity for you to really be able to, which is a win, take your kid to school, pick them up from school, see them on lunch. Do you know what I mean? It gives you the flexibility. And I think that's a superpower of the nail industry, which I really, really champion. And I just think it's a good time to shout out to all the mothers.
I know from the social side of it as well, so there's a lot of nail techs at the minute. Congratulations to anyone who's had a baby or having a baby. And we see a lot on the HONA side of it when they pop their stories up of kind of easing their way back into work of maybe just the afternoons or 1 or 2 days a week. So it really is such an amazing industry if you are planning on having a family and having a baby, to really ease yourself back into work lifestyle, because that's something that we see a lot over on Instagram on stories, just easing yourself back into it rather than obviously having that big maternity leave break and then having to go straight back into work. So
shout out all the mums. We see you, we know how hard it is. Me, first-hand experience, I know it's graft.
That's so funny. Okay, so moving on to, we're going to go straight into how to market your business during Mother's Day. So I'm going to go straight out on a whim and throw into something that I was saying to Mike earlier, is when people think about marketing their business for things like Mother's Day, is I think people straight away just go into thinking about just general marketing on whether it's social media or collaborating with things like that. And
I think the default is someone go, oh, I'll run a sale, or I'll post a bit more on my social media. But there's quite a lot you can do, and there's quite a lot of little tips and tricks that you can stack on top of each other to give you the most exposure if that's your goal, the most revenue if that's your goal, or even just to expand your client base. There's a lot of tips and tricks you can add on. And me and Morgan were having a conversation on the way up here today, and she came out with a great point, which is one I didn't think of, because I'm a bit of an old school thinker, and Morgan being a Gen Z, Gen X?
I don't know if I'm Gen Z, but Georgina always says I am.
She has Snapchat, so whatever age group that is.
I'm 24, so if that's Gen Z, I'm Gen Z. But
so we were having a conversation before the podcast about it, and you came up with a great point, and I think we'll lead with this point, because I know you may think you already know every opportunity out there, but just use this podcast as an opportunity to see, I am doing that. I am doing that point. I am doing that tip. I am maximising. If you're not, just have a little strategy, have a little rethink. But Morgan, to start off, the first point to try and maximise your profits during Mother's Day?
So I think when people think of social media, sometimes they overcomplicate it, and this is where the whole, like, we'll touch in on this later on, is like the content side of it and what you're going to be posting. But people definitely overcomplicate it, especially when it comes to things like TikTok. So from my point of view of working in HONA and some of the creators and things that we work with, TikTok is such a powerful platform to create some extra revenue, and utilising things like TikTok Shop and earning commission on shoppable videos is such an easy way to earn extra profit. Now, obviously, this doesn't just link in for Mother's Day. You can use this all year round. People are always shopping. People love to impulse buy. And there's a lot of brands, especially us, we run campaigns on things like TikTok all the time, and there's always special offers on. So we probably will end up having one for Mother's Day when this goes out. We'll see, not putting too many spoilers in. But utilising when brands put these offers on and these campaigns on TikTok Shop, because I don't know what anyone else is like that's listening or watching, but I'm such a sucker for impulse buying on TikTok Shop. And if I see something with a little bit of a cheeky discount, I'll buy it. So utilising that as a creator and a nail tech and tagging like products into your videos is such a quick and easy way to make commission.
Yeah.
I know we give 10% commission on anything that on our TikTok Shop.
So what Morgan's saying is, so outside of the getting new clients and outside of running a sale, an opportunity to gain revenue is to maximize on all the content that all the customers, the clients, the nail techs that are searching for Mother's Day inspiration, Mother's Day content. You as a nail tech or as a nail tech creator can capitalize, create inspirational Mother's Day nail art, something quirky, something different, or even share some behind the scenes stories of you creating it, some case studies about projects you've done before. Just generate some content that hopefully you tag products in. It doesn't have to be HONA, whatever brand or product you're using, and that can generate you some revenue. So there's a real outside the box way of thinking of earning extra revenue, is to utilize the content. So utilise content creation on platforms that pay you revenue for it.
And the search engine is huge around all holidays. So obviously we're speaking about Mother's Day now, but think about Christmas and Halloween, and people are searching not just clients but other nail techs as well. And one thing that I see a lot on the HONA Instagram is a lot of nail techs have a highlight of like inspo. So not only are you going to be targeting potential customers, but you're going to be networking with other nail techs as well. So I just think it's just a tool that I see a lot of people. In fact, there's so many people that are even in our community or our followers that we speak to on Instagram, and they don't use TikTok. I'm like, it's such a powerful tool that TikTok generally, to me,
I think it's when you hit
the new Google.
Yeah, it's when you hit 1,000 followers, you can start generating revenue. So if you're not at there yet, or you're not utilising TikTok as a platform in particular, really start doing whatever you're posting on Instagram, just almost replicate it to a sense on TikTok. Give it its own content and stuff, really target it for that audience. But if you're already creating the work, don't just ignore TikTok thinking it's for a certain type of person or a certain type of nail tech user. It's a real good opportunity. And like Morgan just said, it's really used as an information platform. A lot of people go searching, they go searching for mother nail art designs, for example. And if a nail tech comes across your design or your piece of content and they love it, and you have clickable products in there, like with HONA, if you're using a long liner brush, for example, and you've tagged that product and somebody goes on to buy that product, you get a kickback, you get 10% commission. So that's a real good opportunity to capitalize on whatever's trending seasonable at that time. In this case, we're talking about Mother's Day, to really get extra revenue.
It's also a really good way to work with brands. So when I don't know if anyone knows this with TikTok Shop, but you can request samples from brands and stuff as well. And one thing that we do a lot in HONA is we don't focus on the amount of followers that somebody has. We work with a lot of people, and by targeting those products and constantly like representing HONA, you're more likely, well, not even just HONA, but brands in general, you're more likely to get brand work. So if that is one of your goals for 2025, and maybe you've gotten to this point in the year and you're still struggling with that aspect, TikTok Shop is a great way to start working and collaborating with brands as well. It's a huge opportunity point I think people are missing.
Yeah, so just I know we waffled on about that point, but like we were talking about it on the way up, and we were like, oh, that's such a good angle. Yeah. So yeah, just like TikTok shop in particular we're mentioning here, but create content that other nail techs are gonna want to replicate. And if you're tagging products and they're giving commission on it, that's a good way to make revenue. That's probably outside of what you're thinking. So if you're a nail tech now who has 1,000 followers at least on TikTok, start creating Mother Day nail designs. You tag in your favorite brand products in there that offer commission. You want to make sure that they're offering commission so you get something from there as well.
HONA do.
And that's another way of you capitalizing on what's trendy now. So yeah, we waffled a bit there, but in a nutshell, that's a clever way outside the traditional ways of promoting your business to get more revenue.
And it's relevant all year round.
And
so
like it's relevant all year round. So that's a good starting point, something which many of you may not have realised you should be doing, but it's a good way to start. I think we're probably going to talk about more traditional ways now of capitalising on Mother's Day. Which
More
I'm
like
not sure.
Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, not so much just Instagram, but just what you can do in your salon.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure if everyone's familiar with this, but I thought it was common knowledge. I've got a friend who works in funkypigeon.com.
I love that name. It's
I'll always remember him telling me that Mother's Day is their busiest time of the entire year. Busier than Christmas, busier than birthdays, Easter, whatever. Mother's Day is their number one busiest time. And when you think about it, that makes sense. Like
People love their mommies.
Yeah, like everyone's buying gifts, or at least, at the very least, a card, flowers, chocolates, whatever, to celebrate their mother or their grandmother. And it's a real important time for you to capitalise as well, because the nail industry, or if you're a spa or whatever, if you've got expanded services, it's a real good opportunity because you're seen as a luxury, you're a treat. A lot of people may have you going, oh, I'd love to buy that, I'd love to buy that, I'd love to do that for my mum, my grandmother, whoever. So it's a good time for nail techs to expand. And what I mean by that is, one thing I will always think works, and we do it quite a lot and quite successfully, is to run a giveaway.
I love a giveaway.
Yeah, and a giveaway that collaborates with another local business is particularly effective. But like, let's just take a giveaway on face value. If you run a giveaway, and the way you word it can be quite clever, run a giveaway is like, get people to nominate their mother, or get somebody to nominate somebody
that's doing well,
someone that's deserving of a treat. And it's like, it's a good feeling. You're going to get a lot of people tagging your business who want to win this treat for their loved one. And what it's gonna do, for the cost of a 2-hour appointment probably, or a manicure service, you're gonna get exposure to a lot of local people that you may not have already, who may not know of you. Where you can take this one step further, and it's something which I recommend you definitely do, is to collaborate with another business and do this. So
it's like a full package.
Yeah, so not only do you get all the tagging for people who want to nominate their loved one, you also get the reach in their audience as well. So the most obvious one I can think of is a florist. Mother's Day in particular, a lot of mums and grandparents are gonna get flowers. It seems to be like a deal. I always buy my mum flowers every Mother's Day.
Candles, chocolate.
Stuff like that, yeah. So reach out to your local florist and say to them, would you like to collaborate on a Mother's Day giveaway? It can be a standard like free bouquet and a free manicure, tag, like, share, that type of style. And you will reach a lot more person in a local area as well. And that's key. You want it to be local. You don't want it to be London if you live in Manchester. You want it to be local to your area where you can actually get bums on seats. And you can take the collaboration one step further. So use the florist example. You can have a bouquet of their flowers in your salon, in your nail room, with some information, and you can mention like, oh, you can win that bouquet if you went to the competition. Tell your clients to tell their sister, their mum, their brother, their auntie, whoever. Have that visual representation of a bouquet of flowers there, and that's definitely going to help them enter the competition. It's going to think, oh yeah, I want that. That's lovely. It's not only is it promoting the florist, but it's giving an actionable thing, like they want to win it. And then flip it on the other side. So have some business cards that the florist can give out with your details on it. So when the florist is delivering flowers or in their flower showroom, that you can say, oh, you can enter a competition to win this bouquet as well as a manicure service by Karen up the road.
I think they can be really clever with this as well, because if you think about the type of people that are going to be going into florists, it's going to be boyfriends, husbands, partners, like just anyone can be going in and buying
Sons.
flowers. Exactly, yeah. But if you could even make like a partnership all year round. It doesn't have to just be Mother's Day. And I think you can obviously get your business cards, but things like leaflets as well, where you have that you do gift cards, which links really nicely to our next one. You could have someone going in, say Mike goes in, gets some flowers for Charles, and then picks up a leaflet, realises, oh, there's gift card here for like a duo treatment, a manicure and a pedicure. That's an easy chuck on. They pop you a DM, or they pop into your salon and they get a gift card. And I think that ties in so nicely with the next one.
It's basically, this tip is about exposure. And I'm not teaching any of you anything new. You all know, oh yeah, that would work. That makes sense. Just take this as, oh yeah, the action to take from this is, I'm going to do it. I'm going to reach out to a bunch of florists in my area and see if they would be up for a collaboration, if they'll be up for sticking a bunch of flowers in my salon during Mother's Day week to promote their floristry. They probably will. It's quite a smart move by them. And it builds a relationship, like Morgan said, that you can do throughout the year. Easter, Father's Day. I like flowers. Everybody wants... Do you know what I mean? Father's Day, they get flowers as well. Easter, Christmas, birthdays. It builds a relationship that you can do this time and time again. And it's about exposing you to more eyes in your local area, and the best way to do that is through a collaboration or a giveaway. It's just a short exposure explosion, should we say.
Going on to that, like the location thing as well. So this is where I'm going to plug a blog that I worked on, which will be on the HONA website now by the time this comes out. So I wrote a blog for 2025 all about like marketing your salon and your services on social media. And one of the things that we touched in there was the utilizing the location tag, and then also the Google for business. So location tag, I don't know if many of you utilize this on like Instagram or on TikTok, even Facebook. Make sure you're utilizing it. You can tag in the location where you're at. Some nail techs I see do it. I don't see all nail techs do it, but tagging in your location is going to make people find you a lot easier. Now, there's, like Mike said previously, there is no point targeting someone that's over in America because you're based in Liverpool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Utilize that location tag because it's going to be a lot easier for people to find you. And I mean, everyone's doing this to get some client base, and especially new starters as well. If you're a new nail tech, building up your client base. And then the Google for business, but you explain this really well.
Yeah, the Google My Business thing is something, it's such a smart way just to promote your business. So we're going off on a tangent now. So this is still relevant for Mother's Day, but it's relevant for your entire business. But the Google My Business, make sure you set up a Google My Business page. We won't go into too much detail about it now because I'll do I'll do a blog on it, or I'll do another podcast on it. But check out that, like Google why you should and stuff like that. If not, jump on the HONA website and why you shouldn't. There's just a lot of benefits to doing that, especially for local reach. Another point to boost your revenue or boost your engagement during Mother's Day, and it's the obvious one, isn't it? It's run an incentive or flash sale. I'm always hesitant in running sales because you want to keep the revenue in your business. So instead of giving money off, you almost want to add on something for free so you keep the revenue in your business. But that's the most obvious one, like a package or an incentive. Do you want to talk about a package deal or something like that?
Yeah, so I think when I think of Mother's Day, before HONA, when I could do it for my mum myself, but I used to do a lot of deals on things like voucher. Now, I don't know if anybody utilises that.
I haven't used voucher in a while.
Yeah, but I still utilise it, and there's loads of platforms. I can't think of them off the top of my head.
Groupon? Is that one?
Groupon, yeah, and utilising things like these, because I know from myself personally now, like I'll do my mum's manicure and pedicure myself because HONA trained, but I also want to get a facial and a massage because I feel like Mother's Day is very much about like pampering, and this is where the beauty industry thrive the most during like Mother's Day and stuff. So I think utilising things like voucher, Groupon, things like that, and getting your services on there, because I know from a customer point of view, that is where I'm going to be looking to getting treatments for my mum. Also as well, like I feel like if you offer pedicures, I'm certain probably 95% of your services are probably going to come through from manicures, but pedicures I feel like are going to have such a spike over things like Mother's Day because people are going to be buying gift cards and things. And then like Mike said, you could, rather than giving money off, you could be like, buy a £50 gift card and get an extra £5 towards a future treatment or something. You want
to, so creating a package. So the whole idea here is you want to give them a reason to buy, because like, oh, that's a good deal. That's a good deal for my mum. You want to make it easy for somebody to buy something for their relative. So a 2-for-1 package, for example, a mother-daughter package. Do you know what I mean? Or son, I get my nails done. But like a 2-for-1 package where you go and have a treatment together. Like a lot of nail techs out there have multiple nail techs in them. So if you're a solo nail tech, maybe you could collab with another business, talking about collab, but it's a 2-for-1 where you buy a manicure for your mum and you get it one for the daughter as well as a reduced rate. So it's an incentive for you to get it for your mum, because you're like, oh, I'll get my nails done anyway. So just ask your clients now, would they be interested in that? Chances are they'll say yes, and then say we'll create a little deal. Stick it on your social media. Get it on your story every single day. Your story lasts for 24 hours, and a lot of people spend the majority of their time in the stories. So you want to keep it in the stories. Don't let it fall out, and do you know what? A lot of people feel like, I don't want to bombard people. Like, once they're probably going to see that story once a day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's if they're looking at your stories every single day, which I don't think everyone does, unless you love that person. So don't be afraid about keeping that offer in your story. I understand you don't want it in your feed every 5 seconds, but keep it in your story. Let people know about it, especially towards the big day, big Mother's Day, with last minutes and stuff like that. There's going to be a lot of people panic buying then. So you want to make sure that it's available in the stories there.
Yeah, I think last minute as well is definitely something, because even all year round, not even just Mother's Day, but thinking like Christmas and stuff as well. We've obviously just done Christmas, and you get a lot of panic buys and things. And I think this is where things like gift cards are going to be very, very useful.
Gift card promotions is a big one, yeah. So that's
so easy.
We should talk about that. Like, as a man,
You back out. Gift card.
No, as a man, like,
I'm joking.
I think I'm quite a good gift giver. Like, I'm quite organised in that respect. Everything's on my calendar, but I do forget at the same time. And since running HONA, my time has got more and more like stretched, and sometimes I just want to do something that is quick, easy, and I know Charlotte would like, or my mum would like, and getting a gift card is just a win-win. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you boosted it with a little promotion. So it baffles me that not every nail tech offers gift cards. You should.
Yeah,
just do it. If you're like, well, how do I do it? Just jump on Canva, create a gift card template in your branding, and then jump on Vistaprint, get them printed out. It'll cost you 30-40 quid, if that. And you actually have a physical one that you can give them, that somebody can gift. You'll sell a lot for Christmas. You'll sell a lot on birthdays. You'll sell an awful lot for Mother's Day. So jump on gift cards if you're not already doing it. But I assume most of you are doing it. But make sure it's front and center. Make sure your clients can see that they're able to buy it for their loved ones in their appointments. Make sure people can see it on your booking system. Make sure people can see it on your social media.
Use a highlight.
Yeah, make it very obvious that you offer gift cards. Because we all say, like, well, it's obvious we do, but me as a bloke who may not be a regular on your social, but I know my wife follows you. Do you know what? If it's there in your story and I'm thinking, oh, look, I need something easy to go to see, that's where you want to do it. Do you know what just popped in my head then? If you're a nail tech, have a shareable gift card story or something like that, where you say, tag your boyfriend, tag your son, or something like that. Make it very easy for you to put it in their space.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That, like, all they got to do is click a link to order it online. All they got to do is DM you to get this. Do you know what I mean? Make it really easy for somebody who's not used to your business to purchase a gift card. Gift cards will probably sell very, very well for you. And if you do promote it as buy a gift card now and get a free cuticle oil at your appointment, or buy a gift card now for £50 but get a extra £5, or buy a gift card now and you get a free upgrade on your nail art service, like, so you go from level 1 nail art to level 2 nail art. All these little promotion things may incentivize your current client to not only buy them, but for your clients to share it to their partner. And it's a real underutilized way of promoting your business. And I know we don't want to teach you to suck eggs. A lot of you may already be doing this, but if you're not doing it, just start now. It's really, really simple to get set up.
I think with gift cards as well, like, we all know mothers are very hardworking, and one thing with nails is we always say that it's like, it's your time, that when mothers need to step away and go and get like a luxury manicure or get a pedicure, like it's their time to step away and just truly be in their space. And gift cards also give them the flexibility to do that. So if you do have a mother, or maybe it's an aunt, or maybe like a grandmother that just maybe is just quite busy and they struggle to find time in their schedule, you can get them a gift card and they can book in their own time.
Beautiful. Yeah. I've got a good tip for Mother's Day. It's about maximising your time and your revenue, is a Mother's Day nail art menu.
I love this. We spoke about this in the car and I've never heard this before.
So what I mean by a Mother's Day nail art menu. So if you know there's 2 or 3 designs you know you can do very, very quickly or very good, that it doesn't take you much time, or you have nail art accessories that allows you to create intricate nail art very quickly, you might be able to maximize your clients per day, increasing your revenue, because you're giving them a set menu of designs. So where this becomes particularly useful is that you can promote this as well. So create this, Mother's Day French, comes to mind, Mother's Day particular French design, and it's reduced because you can do it fairly quickly. You have all the stuff in your business already which you want to utilize, use up your existing stock. You don't have to buy new stock. Colours
that don't move so much.
Yeah, you can really utilize, look through your business, what's not moving, what is moving, what's popular, what's not popular, and create a Mother's Day nail art menu that your potential clients can choose from at a reduced rate, or as part of a package, whatever you decide. But it allows you to focus on 3 or 4 designs that you can do effectively. So I don't want to say quickly like get them in, but it's ones that you're effective at. So you may realise like, I'm really, really good at drawing love hearts. Like I've just got the knack for the curve. I can do them in one stroke. I'm quick at them. And you think, do you know what? I know a lot of clients would jump on that if they just... I say love hearts. What am I thinking love hearts for Mother's Day?
I feel like you'd still have love hearts though, but it's very spring, flowers and stuff, isn't it? Chrome is huge.
Yeah, but like we've got a lot of flowered nail art stickers, for example. Very, very, foils. Very quick. Foils, very, very, very quick. But creating a nail art menu, a Mother's Day nail art menu, you're limiting the guesswork, the consultation time, or the... the faff around appointments. You're really precise on knowing what you want. You've got all your products ready. You know what colours you're going to use. It almost speeds up your service time, so you may get extra clients in. So you're maximising it. And because it's seasonal, there may be a lot of people going, oh, I want that. And it ties into point 1.
I was just going to say that.
That if you're creating these designs, pop them on TikTok Shop, tag the products, and get that commission revenue as well. So it's double bubble.
Work smart, not hard. Exactly. Honestly, guys, like you're doing it anyway. And I just thought as well, how many of you nail techs get clients that walk in and just go, oh, I don't really know, like do whatever. I know I would be so impressed, like during like a seasonal, again, it's so widespread, it's not even just Mother's Day, but just all year round. If it came to Christmas and I was like, because you have like 2 or 3 sets around Christmas and stuff as well, but obviously keeping it to Mother's Day. If I went in and was like, I don't really know what I want, and someone whipped out like some swatch stick. Whipped out. Obviously you've got your colours on your swatch stick, but they just got these like this spread out and it was like all these different designs on a different swatch stick.
Yeah.
I think I'd be so impressed, and they could easily be like, okay, this cost this much. You're not faffing around too much with the whole like consultation
so
and
that's
pricing
one way
with
of
the
doing it.
nail art.
I was thinking more along lines of they've already promoted it, like they're selling,
having them in front.
Yeah, no, they're selling this design before they've even got in. So they're going in, so they know they're having the Mother's Day nail art one, or they'll have the Mother's Day hibiscus flower design. So they already know beforehand what they're going in, because you've created it. There's a nice display on your social profile. There's a display on your website, and maybe you have a leaflet with your florist collaboration idea we spoke about.
With the flower designs.
Yeah, like you can have the florist like. So there's a lot of ways you can just create more time, if that makes sense, by eliminating the faff around it, because you already know what you're offering them. So you create more time. So more time, more money potentially, or you just have a better work-life balance during a busy period. Don't
And
know.
like
It's
you
just,
said-
just food for thought, guys. Food for thought.
And like you said as well, utilising like colours and things that maybe people don't use. Like obviously we've got so much at HONA. Glitters, foils,
Yeah.
flakes, stickers. You might have things like that maybe you don't reach for because a lot of your clients come in and just plug simple French. Do you know what I mean?
I know what we're going to do now. We're going to create a Mother's Day nail art menu for you guys using HONA bits, which
love
using
this.
our common stuff which we have, which we think a lot of nail techs have. So you can just, we'll do the hard work for you. We'll create the nail art menu using popular products, and then you can just advertise this. We'll try and make them really fast and efficient. We'll get Charlotte to create tutorials as well, so you can master them beforehand, and we'll create this for you. And I think basically you learning and mastering these techniques, so you get faster at them, so you're able to offer them a lot quicker, so you get more clients in. Could be a potential little avenue there. One thing we haven't spoke about, Morgan, and it is Mother's Day ideas. So content creation for Mother's Day. So we've talked a lot about earning revenue, and let's talk about how you can capitalize on the content around there, because there is a lot of active people searching. So this could be a good time to boost your following if that's a goal, to work with brands as a collaborator if that's your goal, or if you are at 100 followers on TikTok, you're like, do you know what? The commission idea sounds great. I want to get to 1,000.
Yeah.
Mother's Day is a great content time. It's a
Use that engine optimizer.
Use the engine optimizer. Use all the momentum which Mother's Days bring with it to start creating content. And I've got a few things which I think would work. So you may interject on a couple of these. You may disagree, guys.
I've got some ideas as well.
Go on. I think people buy from people.
I always say that. That's what was in my head.
Yeah, so people buy from people. Show a personal story or two on your social media. Make people relate to you. Do you know what I mean? Share a story about a special mother in your life and how you're treating them, and basically a content around it going, so this is Morgan. Morgan's my mother. I'm bringing her.
Bit young.
I'm bringing her. This is what your mother could expect in my salon, and you film a content, a behind the scenes kind of this is what I do to my mum, this is why I'm thankful to her, and it's almost relatable content, because a lot of people do want to treat their mum, and if they physically see on their phone what they would get, they're more likely to purchase because it's relatable. So I think you're creating content there, but it's quite likely at the time that type of content's going to be viewed more and shared more, so it's building your exposure.
I think as well, I'm going to keep plugging in my blog that I wrote, because I worked really hard on it, and it's available on the website for anyone who wants to go and give it a read. But like Mike said, people buy from people, and I think a lot of customers as well, remember this is their sanctuary time to go in and kind of have that like therapy moment of getting their nails done. So I feel like you'll get a lot more bookings, and you'll get a lot of a closer relationship with your clients when you show your face. So I think doing things like day in the lives or like little vlogs, and one of my favourite things, and Maisie Jackson, shout out to her, does this a lot, and Abigail does as well, is they do the client consultations, and I love watching those. I find that so interesting.
Yeah, so do a client, so you've seen the content client consultations. Do that from a Mother's Day perspective, almost like a behind the scenes of you're filming your client who says, I really want to treat my mother. She doesn't usually have her nails done. I want to give her a nice luxury hand treatment. Record that, and people will relate to that. Ask them to drop in the comments, what's the best Mother's Day gift you've ever received? You know, capitalize on the time. So your content should be geared towards that. So Q&As in your Instagram stories, what type of Mother's Day activities do you do? What's your favourite Mother's Day nail art designs? Or what's your favourite Mother's nail art gift? What's your favourite Mother's Day gift? Some tongue twister.
I know, yeah.
These type of things are going to get more engagement just because of the time of the year. So capitalize on it, but remember why you're doing it. You're capitalizing on the time. So replicate it for Easter, replicate it for Father's Day, replicate it for Christmas, New Year, Halloween. Do you know what I mean? So have a plan, a strategy of how you promote what the time of the year is, and just replicate it each and every time. I think it's good to have a behind the scenes. A lot of people may be coming to you for the first time because they may have just seen you as they've got a gift card from you or their daughter's boy. Have a behind the scenes. What can a new client expect? So your Mother's Day prep. So have your flowers there if you've got your collaboration with a flower. So how they get to you. Like, do you have a coffee station edge? Do you have a lot of salons have doggies? Do you know what I mean? Like, give them an expectation of behind the scenes of your Mother's Day prep. So a lot of people have an expectation of what they're doing when they get there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What I'm kind of saying?
I think as well, it's just giving me a brainwave. People like it's all linked. People like an experience. So I think if you've got that little like refreshments trolley and it's like grab a drink or a cup of tea or something when you come in, people love an experience. And I know, like, if you think, oh, I can go to this nail tech, I can have a coffee, I can have a biscuit. I see some nail techs as well, they let them put their own Netflix show on, things like that. So proper selling the experience as well as the service as well.
I've got a great tip for Mother's Day, which might be controversial, but I'm going to say it. So, hear me out on it and see where I'm going with it. You may
we listen and we don't judge.
And let me know in the comments or on if you're watching this, wherever you're watching it or listening to it, if you agree or disagree with this. But like, why don't you create an easy DIY nail art design for home? And let me hear, I don't mean with pro products, I mean with nail varnish. So if you create an easy DIY, see, Morgan's giving me, what are you going on about?
I'm just like, I don't know where you're going with this.
Like, it might be a good idea, it might not be, it just came to me. So if you create an easy DIY nail design at home, you're creating content that people who don't usually go to you are going to engage with because they're going to try and replicate. And I don't mean pro products here. I'm being very specific when I say like nail varnish.
Yeah.
So show them how to create a flower using nail varnish so they can do it at home.
Oh,
and
I see
that
what you
way
mean.
they're going to be buying into your content. They're going to follow you now. And when they realise it ain't as easy, first and foremost, but when they want to have a luxury treatment or when they want to treat themselves, they're like, I follow that Morgan nail tech who gives me all the DIY tips. I'm going to go to them. That just came to my mind. I think there's legs with that. I think that works. Let me know what you're thinking now. But like, you're just creating content that your community would want to engage with, that they're going to buy into. You don't want to just constantly be like, sale, 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 sale. You want them to actually follow you because you're giving relevant content. And I think giving them a DIY Mother's Day, they can do with their bits at home. And then they're not going to find it that easy. They'll be like, and they'll probably have a newfound respect for you. But at the very least, they're going to be like, if they do a good job, and they're like, oh, do you know, I'm going to follow that person for another design. And you say, like, if you want to come in and treat yourself for a professional manicure, come on in, and then you're front of mind. I don't know. I like that idea.
I think it ties into point one as well, like TikTok Shop, because we have got, like, obviously our professional products on our website, but we've got things like foils and glitters and chromes and brushes and things on our TikTok Shop that you can market that video towards. Maybe you're someone that gets, like, you do your nails at home sort of thing, and maybe you're struggling with money this month and you can't afford to go to a nail tech and get your nails done, but here's HONA stickers and things like that as well that you can just easily buy on TikTok Shop and get your commission for.
Yeah.
The little things.
Yeah, it's the little things. And I think we've kind of weaved in and out, and I think the main thing to realise here is that you can do multiple things like quite easily together. Like, there's creating a nail art menu, you can double up and use it as your TikTok and social media content to promote your Mother's Day to get commission. Collaborating with a local brand can double up with you having cross-promotional. So not only do you do the giveaway, you have their business cards in your salon and your business cards in their florist. The whole pampering collaboration. So buy a bunch of flowers and get a pedicure. Like, a lot of this can collaborate and work together. What I want you guys to do is make a list of what you're currently doing for Mother's Day. And if you're doing all of them, great. Let us know what's successful. If you're doing none of them, really think about capitalizing on some of them. I highly recommend the nail art design one on TikTok. That's gonna help you, like, because that's additional revenue outside of clients. I really highly recommend collaborating with another local brand to boost your local awareness. I think a florist in particular will work well, but you can use a masseuse, you can use a makeup artist, or something really relevant for the time. I think that's really going to work as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. The incentive on the gift card is a great point you raised, Morgan. I think if you incentivize booking a gift card now, you're going to get an extra fiver, or you're going to get a free cuticle oil, or you're going to get an upgrade on your nail service. Is a great way. I loved my tip, not to toot my own home, of making it very easy for somebody who follows you to press a share button that it's going to go to their partners, their sons, whoever is going to be the main gift buyer for you. So have something created that share here to remind your partner to buy for Mother's Day, or something along them lines.
Yeah.
I think we'll create something and say, look, here's your reminder for your boyfriend or your son, whoever. I think we'll create some shareable content that you can just add to your stories or whatever, to give you some inspiration. But get those last minute forgetters, those sons who have been too busy, those husbands who are too busy waking up with the baby all night that they forgot it's Mother's Day. Like, capitalize on this. So it's about having a actual plan and not just hoping people book. You want to have a plan.
Yeah.
And hopefully some of these points are going to give you a good idea of what you can and can't do. The list is endless, and we didn't want to just come in here and give a bullet point list. We wanted to kind of have a natural conversation. I think we achieved that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I hope people find this helpful.
We have got a beautiful Q&A next, which we're doing a little bit different, actually. So usually we just ask a question of the week and we get lots of different answers. But what we did, we spoke to a few nail techs and we asked them specific questions to see what their answers was. So I actually have a question here.
We got 3.
Oh,
We're going to do all 3?
Go on, yeah, why not?
Okay.
What time are we on? Yeah, we could do 3 quick ones. So I asked, what do you do if you don't have time to plan something for Mother's Day? And this is all about preparation, but this is why if you've left it last minute, you don't have time. So this nail tech said, honestly, you don't need to do anything over the top to make an impact. Focus on something simple but effective. Offer a quick Mother's Day gift card promo. Oh, here we go. Clients love having an easy gifting option.
For sure.
You could also do something as simple as a Mother's Day themed nail design and post it on social media with a call to action like, tag someone who'd love this for Mother's Day. Even a quick last minute appointments in your story. The key is to show up consistently during this time.
That's definitely content creator. You can tell,
yeah. Go on. So it's like, you don't have to overthink it. Just tailor your messaging. Have you got one, Morgan?
we got another 2, but I'll do question 2.
Go on,
So
2.
this one is, what's the best thing you did to promote your business for Mother's Day? So this nail tech replied, the best thing I ever did was offer a mum and me package. It was so popular. I had mums and daughters booking appointments together for a little pamper time, which created a really lovely vibe in the salon. I love that. I also promoted it heavily on social media by showing photos of past clients or designs and used hashtag Mother's Day nails and hashtag pamper her. Perfect for the search engine.
I would tweak those hashtags a little bit. So I would put Mother's Day treat Cardiff, Mother's Day treat Manchester. Get your location in there, or just because you want it to be localized.
And then she ended it with, word of mouth helped too. Clients told their friends, and I ended up getting fully booked that week. Love it. Word of mouth is huge.
And the last question we got asked, and I remember asking this one actually, I was like, what's the cheapest thing you did that brought the most money in for your business during Mother's Day?
Always, isn't it?
Yeah, you want to maximize it. And here we go. Hands down, a social media giveaway. I did one where followers had to tag their mums or a special woman in their life in the comments, and the winner got a free set of Mother's Day's nail. It cost me nothing but my 2-hour appointment time, and the engagement was insane. People tagged so many others, and even the ones who didn't win ended up booking because they wanted to treat their mum anyway. It was such an easy win.
Well, people will be tagging their friends that are in the same location, isn't it? So it's perfect.
Awesome!
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
that's really effective.
Like I just said, guys, it's just about giving you some time to reflect on what am I doing to capitalise on Mother's Day, which is one of the most gifted days of the year. is a good opportunity for you to boost your client, boost your engagement, boost your revenue. Whatever your goal is a good opportunity.
Absolutely.
Feel free to drop a comment below if you disagree or agree with any comments. Drop a comment or a message for any tips and trips you have. There could be a lot of nail techs out there who could really benefit from your advice. But until next time, peace and love.
Bye.